Good morning, everyone. How are you all this morning? So, I'm on here again for my regular YouTube live. I'm super excited to be crafting with you this morning. I've got some fun projects organized this morning. So, welcome everyone. When you jump on, please say hello. Let me know where you're watching from. And you know the drill. Share this video back onto Facebook, any of your social media platforms. It helps me get my crafting out there to more people. So, how are we all today? How's your weather? My name is Donna Gray. I'm a Stamping Up demonstrator from the Northern Rivers area in New South Wales, Australia. And I'm going to do some awesome live crafting with you this morning using some of our brand new products that we have available in our new catalogue. So it's super exciting times for us here at the moment. We have brand new catalogue products, which makes crafting so much more fun when you've got brand new products to play with. And I know that you as customers are looking, thinking, I need to see someone use this, or I need to see someone use that. And that is what our job as demonstrators is for. We actually show you what can be done with these beautiful brand new products. So please jump on. Let me know that you're watching. Hello, who do we have? Matthew, Elizabeth, Gwinnanne, Darlene, Glenda, Peggy, Pam, Cara, Elizabeth, Barbara, Matthew, Patty. Welcome everyone. So what I thought I would play with this morning is I've got the Pampered Pets. I had a lot of people that were asking me about the Pampered Pets. So all of the products that I'll be using today can be purchased through my online store, and you will find my online store in the show more box down below. You can find the link. If you're not into doing internet purchasing, you're very welcome to give me a call, and my mobile phone number is down below in the bottom as well. So very welcome to give me a call and place your order in person over the phone. I love doing that for you because after all I want to do is look after you and treat you like gold, because without you customers and without my team members, I wouldn't have a business. So I just want to thank everybody for your continued business, your continued following and loyalty to me on my YouTube channel and over on my Facebook page. Thank you very much. It is awesome to see that you actually want to take time out of your day and spend it crafting with me. So I actually said to someone the other day, my job is pretty awesome because I get to craft and play and have a wonderful time with these products, and I earn a living out of it as well. So hey Camilla, how you going? Kathleen, Honeybee, how you going? Belinda. Okay, so let's get organized here. So one thing that I want to say is during the month of June we have a few awesome deals going. So I just want to say this before we get started. We have the starter deal, which is the starter kit deal, which is super awesome. So for just during the month of June, we have an extra bonus with the starter kit, which is fantastic. So not only do you get to choose $235 worth of product and you only pay $169, you also get to choose a free bundle. On top of that, totally free. Stamp and die bundle or a stamp and punch bundle. So I'm telling you, if you want to get your crafting products at a cheaper price, you get a 20% discount when you join. You can wholly and solely join just to get the discount. So that is what 80% of my team do. They join just to get a discount. Not to mention being a part of our crafting community. So my Wild Heart Crafters team, we have a Facebook page, team page, where we all communicate. We all share what projects we're working on. You may have seen, if you're over on Facebook, you may have seen I was doing my meeting make and take packets the other day. So once a month we meet virtually and in person. After this month, I think we will go back to the local girls meeting in person around here, which will be fantastic. But we have a monthly team meeting where we celebrate everyone's successes. We have a great time. And at the end of it, we all craft together. So that is the whole idea of, if you are looking for a group of crafty people and being a part of a crafting community, you should think about purchasing the starter kit. If your order is going to go more than $169, please give me a call and think about purchasing the starter kit to get 20% discount off all your further orders while you stay current. We also have, you may know that if you go over $250 worth of retail, that you get Stampin Rewards. Well, we have an awesome bargain. If you do a $400 order, you get an extra $40 on top of your normal Stampin Rewards. You get another $40 for free. So if you've got a big order, first of all, you should be joining. But if you don't want to join and you want to place a big order, then the Stampin Rewards are super, super fantastic. And that's during the month of June as well. We don't normally have a special like this in June. So it's super awesome. Stampin' Up! Are reaching out to people to say, hey, look at this. We're going to give you so many great, awesome opportunities during the month of June. And it's a brand new catalog. So it's not hard to get those orders to total that amount. So, all right. So enough of that chatter. Let's get on to crafting. So we have the gorgeous Pampered Pets. Now, I had so many people that were asking me about the Pampered Pets and to do a video using the Pampered Pets. So I decided that I would do a fun card with the Pampered Pets. Now, I'm actually probably going to do a card with the dog for this. I am a cat lover. So you all know that we have Theo, that is our indoor cat, and we have Gizmo, who is our outdoor cat. Now, you all know that I'm a cat lover, but when I looked at this suite and the card that I wanted to make, the dog probably went with it a little bit better than the cat, but we might end up popping a cat because, after all, our pets should be pretty good friends anyway. Although my two cats aren't very friendly to each other. My older cat tends to get a little bit stroppy with the young one. He just wants to play, and she's just like, I don't want to know about it. Anyway, so the color scheme on this, I just want to bring in the designer series paper because it's gorgeous. So I just want to show you this paper. Now, with this set, they have designed these dies to actually cut out these dogs. I'm trying to think. We have a cat laying down here. Where's the cat? It must be on another page. That must be the dog page. The cat's, here it is. Here's the cat page. Okay. So, and that's not going to be that cat. There's got to be a cat on here somewhere that it will cut out. Nearly lost my die then. Oh, where is it? Someone tell me, where is it? It's not that one. Maybe it only cuts the dog out. Surely not. Oh, we've got this cute cat here. I think it might only cut the dog out. Does anyone know whether it cuts the cat out anywhere? But this designer series paper is absolutely gorgeous. No, I don't think so. Oh, this one cuts the cat out. Here we go. We've got the cat here. That was this one here. So we can cut that cat out of the paper. And this one here, I'm thinking, no, I thought it might have been that dog. Anyway, so we've got gorgeous paper. It's double-sided. We've got beautiful pinstripes on one side. We've got this on another side. We have this here with the little fish and the love hearts, which is cute. This is super cute. I'm going to be using that on my card today. And we've got writing on the other side. And we've also got one with, yes, little footprints, because I'm actually using that as well. So the designer series paper is gorgeous. And the stamp set is super cute. So let's get on to making this card. So the color scheme, real red, black, white. So I decided what I would do is use the real red as my card base. So I decided that I would make a an easel card. So a lot of people, these cards, easel cards are so easy to make. And a lot of people say, oh, they look so complicated, but they are super, super easy to make. So I just wanted to show you how easy it is to make an easel card. So this piece of cardstock is cut out 4 inches by 11.5 inches. So we're going to fold that just in half. Now, the reason why I did it 11.5 inches, I always do my card fronts 5 3/4 inches. So we're going to fold it in half like that. And then what we're going to do is this top layer here, we're just going to fold back towards that. Sorry, we're going to fold it in towards that fold line. Okay, so we're just going to do that and we're going to crease it. Now, that is your working mechanism for your easel card. Can you see that? That's how quick and how easy an easel card is. And then it's just a case of decorating it. So if you haven't made an easel card before, I'm telling you, and then you can see how it sits, they are super, super easy. All right, so I decided that I loved this paw print pattern. So I thought I definitely want to use that. So I decided to back it with some black because I thought on the red, the black and the red will look really, really nice. It is such a really cute stamp set, Peggy, isn't it? I agree. So we're going to, just with our liquid Tombow, we're going to glue that on. Now we do have our new Stampin' Seal and Stampin' Seal Plus. And it is super, super awesome, but you all know me. I'm a liquid glue person. I love using my liquid glue. But in this instance here, I want that to glue pretty well. So I'm actually going to use my Stampin' Seal Plus. Now they come in a handy dandy little case, and you can also buy the refills to go in. So you only really need to buy one of these cases, and then you just buy your refills and keep popping your refills in, and it's got this cute little lid that you can pop on when you're finished. So now I want this to be able to sit on here. So what I want to do is I want to lay some glue down on this piece only because we don't want it. So we just get it started and it glides on beautifully. So we just get that started. Now, not sure whether you can see. Can you see the lines? It's got little lines. No more do we have the big string that pulls off it. We don't have that anymore. So that's the beauty of the new Stampin' Seal Plus compared to that. It's replaced our fast fuse. So I'm just going to line that up like that on my card with a nice border all the way around. And I'm going to press that down, and straight away we have an easel card happening. All right. So I then want to layer a piece inside like this, a Whisper White piece, but I'm going to layer it up on a piece of basic black. But what I want to do is there's these cute little footprints in here. So what I thought was I might bring in the Big Shot machine and just run that through, and you wait until you see what's going to happen. Well, I think it's going to happen anyway. So I'll grab the Big Shot machine. Bring it in. And I'm just going to pop my Whisper White piece in there, and I just want to put the paw prints just up in that top section, in that top corner. So we're going to run that through. Sorry for my table wobbling there. Okay, and then we're going to get the cute little paw prints, which I thought was a great idea, because then when I layer it up on my black layer, you will see here, we get some little black paw prints. So I thought that was super, super cute. So I'm going to turn that over, and I'm going to use my liquid glue once again, and we'll pop that layer onto our black layer. All right. So I thought that little die was really cute to be able to do that. So some little paw prints up in the top. Now I'm going to glue that to the insert of my card as well. So that's going to go in here. So liquid glue again. Oh, Jenny, I hope he's okay. See, Mike's not well again. You guys have been having a rough time of it. All right, there. All right, so we have that looking super cute already. All right, so I want to do this as a layer down here because I thought that would look really cute in coordination with these footprints up here. But this is actually what's going to hold our layer up. I can do that, or I can, yeah. I'm actually going to pop that up on dimensionals. So we'll pop some dimensionals on the back of that one. And you can see we've got great black and white words. And there's also a white with black words, which is really, really cute. So much fun in this set. And I think there's so many pet lovers out there that would absolutely love cards with dogs or cats. I was actually thinking there's one in here because I know our pets are a major part of our life. They're like part of our family. And when you lose a pet, it's super, super sad and it takes a while to get over it. But there's actually, I think this has a great sentiment here, always in your heart, so sorry for your loss. So I think that's great. You know, like sometimes when people have lost a pet, you sort of want to give them something to pep them up a little bit. But, you know, a gorgeous card saying that you understand what it's like for them to lose their pet is something that I'm sure that they would really cherish. I'm just going to pop that there on the front. And then that's going to let my easel card stand up. Okay, so you've got to have something that's going to pop up down here. So now I want to decorate that. So I thought what I would do is pop my dog. So I'm going to grab the dog and pop it on the block. And you know me, I don't like to stamp things in Memento Black. I don't know what it is. Sorry, I'm just going to grab my ink pad out of here. I don't know what it is. I'm not into stamping things in black. So we're going to have a grey dog because we can. So I'm just going to ink that up with our basic grey. I'm going to stamp him down. I also want to ink up this cute little dog bowl. And I think I also want to ink up the cute little cat that's laying down because I'm going to do a couple of these dog bowls because I think I want one where the dog is and maybe one where the cat is. I want to ink up my little cat that's laying down. I think I want this cat. Grab a block for him. And we have a cat like that. Because I think this looks a lot like Theo because he's pretty cheeky. So I'm thinking that I might pop the cat down the bottom here near the bowl just as much to say, I'm going to probably get into your bowl. Now, our bowl we have to fussy cut out because we don't have a die for that, which that's okay. It's quite simple and easy. So we're going to fussy cut those couple out. So fussy cutting, making sure that you're leaving a little white border all the way around. And remember, turning that cardstock, not your scissor blades. So one cute little bowl. And I know a lot of you are like, I don't want a fussy cut. But with simple little things like this, it takes no time at all. And it's so much more effective when you can pop them up. Okay, so that. And then I'll bring in the Big Shot to cut out our cat and our dog. Okay, so we'll line our dog and our cat up. So we have that one. And we have this one. So type into the comments, are you a cat lover or a dog lover or both? Let me know, what is your choice of pets? Okay, so I'm going to wind that one through. I have a feeling that my dog cutout moved, but you know, it is what it is. It's crafting. It needed to be up a little bit further, but I think he still looks pretty cute. We may trim him a little bit with the scissors. It must have moved on my Big Shot. Okay. So I feel like we need to color these because they're looking a little bit like they need to have a bit of color. So let's try some Smoky Slate. And for the dog, I'm just going to color just a couple of little bits. I'm not going to color him totally. I just want to color just a couple of little bits to add a little bit of shading. Okay, so I think that's pretty good. And I'm just going to bring in my color lifter and just, oh, he needs some around his little eyebrows. And I'm just with my color lifter just going to blend with the color lifter. I'll do the other end. And just blend that out, that all we're going to have is a little bit of the Smoky Slate, the light Smoky Slate. And with our cat, I'm going to use the light Smoky Slate. And if you all know my Theo, he's a tabby cat. So he's got some stripy bits on him and he's charcoal grey tabby. So we might try and change this little cat into a Theo. I've still got to get him used to coming out here in my craft room. I'm trying to get him to lay on a cushion out here, but I teach him not to get on the table, and then I'm trying to put a cushion on the table out here, and he's like, what in the world are you doing? You're trying to tell me to get on the table when I shouldn't be on the table. Okay, so we've got that. We might give him a darker chest here. Not that Theo's like this. Theo's more stripy. Okay, so a darker little chest. And then I think just to add a little bit of tabby like Theo is, we'll just add a little bit of tabbiness to him. What do you think? And definitely up through here because he's got some stripy bits on his head. And then I'll just blend them. Oh, Camilla, you have 2 greyhounds. Oh no, Cara has 2 greyhounds. Matthew says his friend has a pet tarantula that broke out of its glass box and climbed all over you in your sleep. Oh, he was sitting 5 centimeters from your head. Ugh. I would be no good with that, Matthew, that's for sure. So I'm just going to blend in those little tabby bits a little bit. But that looks pretty cute. Now, I feel like we need a little, I don't know, like red collar or something on this dog because he needs to look pretty swish. So we'll give him a red collar. And I'm using our dark real red for his collar. And I think he needs a black nose. What do you think? So we'll have a black nose. I think that looks pretty awesome. All right, and I'm going to trim off. Seeing I didn't cut that very well, I'm just going to trim off around here so it looks a little bit normal. So this is what you can do when you don't line your dies up properly. Just give it a bit of a trim. It's okay. He will look all right. Much better. See? There's never a mistake in crafting. So we need to probably, I think the bowls maybe need to be coloured as well. We might do a real red bowl. So we'll do, actually I'm going to do real red. I'm going to do it all in real red, and then I'm going to do a bit of shading with my cherry cobbler. So we'll have some red bowls. We'll have some Smoky Slate just in that top section through there. That looks cute. Actually, I'm not going to shade it with the cherry cobbler. I think that looks pretty good. Let's just leave it like that. All right. Now, with this pet set, we have these gorgeous 2 ribbons that go together. I would be terrified of snakes 2 barrel. I agree. I'm not. The black nose is cute, Matthew. You think so? All right. So I'm going to use some of this gorgeous ribbon on our card. So I'm thinking that we need to pop our dog here, and I'm thinking he needs to sit with his bowl, and we need to do a sentiment. I hope your day is a real treat. I reckon that looks really, really awesome. So I hope your day is a real treat. That one there. So we're going to do that on a strip of, is that going to be big enough? Maybe not. Let me see that. Yep, that will be big enough. So we'll do that. So I'm going to mount that onto a block. And I'm going to do that in our basic grey. So we'll just do that in the middle of that. I hope your day is a real treat, and that is as crooked as. Let's turn that over and have another go. Let's try that. That is better. That's a bit more straight. Okay, so I'm going to pop that on there. I'm going to pop my dog up with his little bowl onto some dimensionals. picture here. Yeah, the ribbons are great, the colors of them. Black and white twine and red and white ribbon. So I'm going to pop him up there. Oops, I put him crooked. Ooh, don't do that. It's okay, I can get this to work. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Okay, there. That's a little bit better. He was like sitting up in the air. Yes, I agree, Deborah. You'd be peeling me off the ceiling too if you put a snake around my neck. So true. So true. And we'll put his little dog bowl there. We're going to pop that. I'm thinking there. I'm going to wrap this gorgeous twine around. I need to get it opened. Should have done that before I came on live. There we go. Okay, so we're going to wrap that around. I really need to close that ink pad up and cut that off. Let's close the ink pad up to be safe. All right. Tie a bow. And you know me and twine. Are we going to have a fight here? Maybe. Oh, yes, we are. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to cheat. Someone showed me this trick, and it's a great idea. Are you ready for this trick? We're going to pop a glue dot down there on our card, and we're going to pop our knot into the glue dot. We're going to pop it in there like that. Now, can you see? That holds our twine for us to tie a bow. Have you ever tried that before? It's a super fun trick to do. And look how easy it is to tie that bow once I've done that. All right, so we're going to trim that off and trim that off. So we've got a cute bow there. I think I'm going to cut that. And I'm thinking we're going to straddle across there. That looks pretty good. Okay, so I'm going to grab some little mini dimensionals and I'm going to pop some mini dimensionals top and bottom of my twine so that we don't have the bulkiness of the twine interfering with our sentiment. Okay. And then we can just pop our sentiment onto there. So that looks cute. And then for this bit here, I feel like we need to pop our little pussycat here. And the bowl there. Actually, the bowl's going to get lost, so we probably don't need to use the bowl. I think we're going to do that. And then I think there's another stamp in here that it says enjoy. So I think I'm going to grab that stamp and stamp enjoy. That one. Onto this little piece here. And we might stamp that in our real red. So enjoy, like that. And then I'm just going to cut that out. And it doesn't matter that I did that crooked, because I did do that very crooked. I'm just going to cut that out. Okay, and enjoy can go here. What do you think? Do you think it's looking cute? Okay, so I'm just going to mini dimensionals on the back of that one. Yes, you put a glue dot, sorry, Geraldine, who was it saying? Someone was saying something. You put a glue dot where the knot is for your twine, and then it holds it. It's, you know how if you could say to somebody, can you put your finger there and hold that for me? The glue dot does it for you. So it's a super, super great way of making it a bit easier to tie a bow with the twine. I can't remember who did it, but someone did it on a video and I was like, wow, that's a great idea. All right. So I'm just wondering whether we have something that can be, okay, let's do this. Let's do some, I'm going to use my black Stampin' marker and color some of these big pearls, because I think it would look nice with these pearls looking a little bit metallic looking. I love pearls for this fact that when you want to decorate something, you can color your pearls with your Stampin' markers and incorporate it into your crafting and make it work for you. So using the brush tip end, color the pearls, and I just put a spot on my finger. No extra for that. All right, and I'm thinking that we want to pop some of these around just to add a little bit of fun. Two, and maybe one, whoop, down here. And then where our pussycat is, we need to pop one there, one here, and one just up there. So there you have a super cute easel card. You've got room in here to do all your writing for your recipient, but there you have a really cute easel card. So it's a bit hard to show you, but you can see there how it stands. So super, super cute card, and then it will fold flat to post. Yes, there is trinkets. I was going to use that. Yes. Okay. We need that as well. Thank you, Mary. Okay. We've got some cute trinkets in here. All right. So we have a cute little heart, which I'm going to use my glue dots. I had them out, Mary, so thank you very much for reminding me. So I'm going to pop a cute little heart on the dog's collar, because that's going to look really cute. So here on the dog's collar, and we've got some cute little bones, so we need to pop them on as well. I'm thinking a cute little bone just here. We probably could have tied our twine through the bone. And of course we need a bone down here as well. So we'll pop a bone here. So these trinkets are gorgeous. So they are called, Okay, that it's on the other lid. They are called Playful Pets Trinkets. They're super, super cute. And I'm just going to pop that just in under that sentiment, like so. So there you go, with some gorgeous trinkets as well. So super cute. Put it in the dish. We could put one in the dish. We could put one sticking halfway out of the dish. Okay. All right. So there you go. Playful Pets card. All right. Now I'm going to move all this out of the way so that I can get moving on to my next card. Now, the next one, I've had some fun playing with this one. This one is the gorgeous hand-drawn blooms. So it is a stunning stamp set. We've got the gorgeous die that you can use, this one here. So we're going to use that today. But it's also got this beautiful stamped image as well. And to me, it lends to a bit of colouring. I don't really have much in mind of how I'm going to colour it, but I've got a couple of different ideas. So what I'm actually going to do, sorry, I'm just trying to clean up here so I've got some room to move. I'll pop those blends back so that I can move around on my desk. Okay. All right. So I decided what I wanted to do, and I didn't plug my heat gun in. I'm going to emboss to start off with. I'm just going to plug my heat gun in, so I've got it done. All right. I think Petra, you have to have, Petra's saying, has anyone had trouble watercoloring on watercolor paper? Sorry, embossing on watercolor paper. You have to have a very juicy Versamark ink, and you have to be very quick. You have to be very, very quick with getting your embossing powder onto your project. Now, with this one, what I'm actually going to do is, oops, wrong bit. I have a piece of watercolor. Sorry, this is our shimmery white. So I haven't, the dog has a bone. It should have a mouse. The little mouse is in the set. Like if you've seen in that set, there is a little mouse in the set. It's super cute. All right. So what I want to do is I want to mount that up onto a block, which I need a fairly big block for that one. It'll be that one. Okay, that one there. And this one. Okay. So I'm just going to grab my Versamark ink, and I'm actually going to use, no, I do have one here. Okay. And my embossing buddy. So definitely use your embossing buddy to make sure that you've got no static on your card, no oily fingerprints or anything, or any residue on your card, because you don't want to have anything interrupting your stamped image. I'm just going to bring in a scrap piece of paper so I can collect my embossing powder. All right, so I'm actually going to ink that up with my Versamark ink. So you got to ink it up really well. This is a big stamp and it's got a lot of detailed image in here. So we're going to ink that up. Okay, with our Versamark. And then I'm going to line that up and I'm going to stamp that down. Oh, no worries, Mary. Catch you later. All right, so I'm going to stamp that down with my Versamark. And I'm actually going to pop my embossing powder on so that I can see where I've stamped that to be able to line up the next piece. Okay, so we've got gold embossing powder there. Okay, so that's looking super cute. Look at that detail. Can you see that detail? How awesome is that? Now I'm just going to pop that back into my jar. And now before I heat, I'm actually going to ink up the other piece because I want to line that up. So I needed to see where that was so that I can line that up. And I'm just going to line it up. I want it to be down a little bit from it. I'm going to go like that. And sprinkle my gold embossing on there. Okay, so we have that. That's looking gorgeous. All right, let's get that out of the way. Clean up my desk. Okay. Now I'm going to bring in the heat gun and heat that. So make sure you heat your heat gun up first so that it's got a fair bit of heat happening before you start to emboss. Okay. So if you're out there and you haven't commented before, if you've been watching and you haven't typed a comment into the comments and you're new to my channel, please say hello. Please jump on and say hello. If you've been lurking in the background and you're not real sure and you didn't know whether to comment or not, I love chatting to people. So please say hello. Let me know where you're watching from. And also, if you've joined later on, please make sure that you share this back onto your social media site so that we can reach more people. We're up to 100 people. It'd be really nice to see some more people jump on this morning and join in the crafting. Look at that embossing. Is that not just absolutely stunning? Sorry, I was out of camera then. I better hold it here. Now, I always heat from underneath because that's just personal preference. I like to do it that way. Some people heat from the top. But look at that wow factor. Look at that gorgeous shine. How pretty is that? All right. So something that we have that's new in our new catalogue is our water painters. Now, they used to be called aqua painters. They're now called water painters. So you get this cute little set. And we have a couple of different types here. So we have like a big brush. So if you want to do watercolor wash backgrounds, you've been lurking, Denise. Well, hello. Thank you for saying hello. Welcome. And you know what, Denise, the more fun is actually chatting with me and saying hello. We have this one here that has like a pretty fine tip. And then we have this one here that is super, super fine. So for more detailed images. So I'm not actually going to use this one because so I'll pop that one away because we don't actually really need that one out. But I want to use these two. Now, what is always handy if you don't have a sink, because you've got to fill these up with petrol. I was like talking about a car. You have to fill these up with water. And I have one of these little water squirter bottles that you can pop into here and fill your aqua painter up. So it's handy if you don't have a tap that's close by. You can actually fill them up using one of these. Now, they are actually a hair color applicator bottle. So it is super, super an easy way to be able to fill up your aqua painters. You love to watch me create, Denise. Well, I'm so glad. It's fun. You know, it's just so much fun to jump on and craft and chat with people. I love my Saturday mornings. This is what I do Stampin' Up for. I really do. Like crafting with people and chatting with people. It's just the best job to ever have in the world. Hey, Sharon, thanks for joining. Oh, I'm keeping you company, Jennifer, at work. You're working overtime. Okay. All right. So the different part about these is too, they're actually like reverse thread. So that's a little bit strange to get used to, but it is what it is. All right. So I thought on this card, I'm just going to do something really simple. I don't want to do a lot of coloring. So I've got Blushing Bride as my card base. So I think what I want to do is bring in some of the Blushing Bride. So I'm just squeezing my ink pad so that I get a dab of my ink, a dab of my ink on top of in the lid. And I'm going to bring in this one. So I want to just pick up some of that. Now it says here to push. So you push to get a little bit of water happening down through there, but I don't want a lot of water. I just want it to be wet. And I'm just going to pick out the flowers in here and do the centers of the flowers. And there's quite a few flowers in here that we can pick out. And then go back and spread out that color a little bit. So I've popped some color in the middle and then just spread it out a little bit. So you can see I'm not re-inking, I'm just spreading it out to get that gorgeous look. And our shimmer paper is quite good for this if you didn't want to use watercolor paper, and it's better for embossing on, like it embosses a lot nicer. So that's why I went for the shimmer paint, and it's a little, the shimmer paper, and it's a little sturdier to be able to be doing some watercoloring. I'm not going to do a lot of watercoloring here, so I don't want to get it too wet. So we've got another flower there. And we've got tiny little flowers around. I just wanted this to be quite soft and pretty. A few little flowers there. I could probably use the finer one for that, but that's okay. There's another one there. I think with this image, you just keep finding flowers everywhere because it's like wildflowers, so it's pretty cute. Okay, so that looks pretty good. All right, and there's another flower there, a couple there, a few more up there, one there, another one there. That looks pretty cute. A few more in there. Okay. So I'm going to, so I always have like my chamois beside me that I can just clean off that aqua painter. So you just run a little bit of water and just clean it off on your chamois. And you can see there it goes straight back to beautiful and white. So now with the other one, the fine one, I'm actually going to go in and I'm not going to squeeze the water. I'm just going to go in and pick up that ink. And I'm going to put some more ink just in the middle of my flowers, just to get a bit darker look, just in the middle of those flowers. And at the base of these ones. Now, if you haven't tried watercoloring before, it's fantastic. You don't have to be a genius at being able to watercolor. Like, honestly, the whole idea of it is just adding a little bit of color here and there, and you get the awesome effect. Okay, so that's all I need to do. So that looks pretty cute. And then I just want to add a little bit of, so running that water through and getting it back nice and white again. So I want to add a little bit of, I think, grey. So I think I'm actually going to go the Smoky Slate because I don't want to go too dark with the grey. So I'm going to grab some Smoky Slate and I'm going to squeeze the lid of that. I didn't squeeze hard enough. ink does go a long way, Shelley, exactly, with the water. Okay, so I've got some grey there. And what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to add a fair bit of water because I want just a light grey look. And I'm just going to add some grey in around here, because you're going to see why in a minute, because I want it to have that bit of a hint of grey in around there. So it's more or less like colouring in the background a little bit with the grey. Filling in around those flowers. Oh, I missed a flower there, but that's okay. And we're just adding a little tiny bit of grey in that background. So just a hint of the grey. We don't want it to be too overpowering. And down here. Just like that. Okay. So, yeah, I'm winging it a bit here today too. So it is what it is. I had an idea of what I wanted to do. So I'm just going to dry that off a little bit now with my heat gun. Just to get a little bit dry to go onto my card. Okay. Now I have a card base here of our Blushing Bride. So I'm going to fold that in half. So my card base is cut at 5 3/4 by 8 inches. When I fold it in half, we get that card front size of 4 inches by 5 3/4 inches. I have a layer here. I did cut that right. Yeah, I have a layer of our Smoky Slate, and I also want to pop this on. So I'm actually going to use Fast Fuse for this. Now, the reason that I'm going to use, Fast Fuse, Stampin Seal Plus, is because I've heated this. Your cardstock does tend to warp a little bit. Now, the beauty of these is just a light touch. You can, look, I'm hardly even using my fingers on there. You just need a light touch. Whoops, get it going. A light touch, and it just pops the glue on. So the Stampin Seal Plus is awesome. But in saying that, you need to be able to line up your layer then really nicely, because it's going to glue pretty hard down. So what I've done there is I've lined up the top and the sides with a nice even layer, and then you'll see then it evens it right out. So if you line up your top and your sides with your even layer, you'll find that you'll have no problem with getting it to be nice and straight on your card. So we have that. You feel like a Macca's hot chocolate, Matthew? Really? All right, so we've got that and we've got that happening on the card. So I now feel like I need something really soft to go with this. So I'm going to go for, I have it. Sorry, I'm just getting my ribbon. There it is there. Now this is the ribbon, I think, from memory. This is the ribbon that goes with the flower suite at the beginning. Celebrate with flowers, or something like that. Anyway, it's so new that it's very hard to be working out what we've got in these new things. So I'm going to wrap that around like that. And I'm going to pop some double-sided tape on the back to glue it in. So if you've been following my craft room renovations, hopefully my desks my bench tops are going to go in next week, and I get 3 sets of drawers that I'll be able to store all my goodies in. So I'm super, super excited about that. And when I'm finished, like everyone's been asking me, are you going to do a craft room tour? And I said, yes, when I finish, when I get everything neat and tidy and everything packed where it needs to be, I will jump on and do a tour of my craft room. Because I know it's been, everyone's been so super interested in it. Okay, so I'm going to do, and that's too tight. I'm going to do, oops, that across there. And I'm going to go and grab something else because I want to use something else. So I'm positive that's in the big suite at the beginning with the sunflowers and the jar of flowers. I'm also going to get this, which I think is gorgeous, this gorgeous gold trim, and that goes with the Forever Fern bundle, I think. What do I want to say? Thank you, a gorgeous thank you card. Okay. We might say, thank you, friend. How's that? So we might do friend down here and thank you popped up on a little strip. All right, so, and I don't normally do this. Normally I would stamp first to make sure I didn't mess it up, but hopefully I'm not going to mess it up. Okay, so let's get out our Blushing Bride again. And we'll do our friend in Blushing Bride. That there. Friend. And our thank you. I'll just clean that off and put that back in. Our thank you I'm going to do on a little tiny strip of white cardstock. Have one over there. That little thin strip. Come on, where are they? I've saved them there. Okay, are you ready for that? Do you think I'm going to be able to stamp on that tiny little thin strip? We can hope so. We'll just have to hold our breath and hope it works. All right. Let's ink that up. And I'm just going to, sorry, my head's probably going to get in the way here, but I need to line this up on this. Do you think I did it? Oh, look at that. How perfect is that? Okay, so I want to do thank you popped up there. And I'll trim that. And we'll pop that up on some little mini dimensionals, which are here. Like that. I might put one in the middle. different drinks for different folks, hey? Different strokes for different folks. Okay, so I'm going to, I think I'm going to go like that. Just like that. And I'm going to pop some glue dots in underneath that ribbon so that that makes the ribbon sit down solid. So, oh, there it is. I was going to say I had a glue dot that came off, but so just like that. I might pop another one just over here So that's a really good trick if your ribbon looks like it's sort of floating around in the air. And because my dimensionals were on the ribbon, it sort of was like the sentiment was sort of floating around and didn't want to sit still. So I've just popped some glue dots under there to hold that. All right, I'm going to pop some dimensionals on the back of there and pop that up on the front. And take the backings off that. So if you have any questions, please type them into the comments. I will try and answer questions. It is a little bit hard watching comments fly by and trying to catch the question. But if I miss it, just type it in again and I'm happy to answer. You're having a heat wave in Canada, Shelley? Really? It's cold here. I was so cold this morning, I didn't want to get moving. So I'm just going to pop that up on the front there like that. Now, the gold, this one here, I'm going to do a double bow. Because that ribbon has sort of covered up a bit of that where the bow is, the embossed bow, I thought I will, I already had it in my mind to do this, but I thought I'll do a cute double bow in this gorgeous gold twine. And we can pop that on the front. That's looking pretty cute. What do you think? Hit that like button if you think that that's super cute. So one thing too, I want to remind you is if you hit the like button, this video will then go into your playlist. And then if you want to go back and you want to watch the video, it's very easy to find. So that's an awesome thing to remember, that if you hit the like button, then it goes into your playlist. Okay, so I'm just going to, with the glue dot, pop that on a glue dot and pop that on. Okay, now what would really finish that off, and I had some here, but Lord knows what I did with them. Oh, there they are. Okay, is some of our gorgeous gilded gems, because I think that will be beautiful. So I'm just going to, I think the medium one there, and a small there, and another small just down there. Okay, so I do have an insert for this card. I did have an insert somewhere. Where did I put the insert? Because I grabbed it out and I was like, no, there it is. Okay, so now I'm going to cheat. Now, when it comes to the insert, I don't actually want to emboss again. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to take my crumb cake. This is a really handy little trick that when you don't feel in the mood for embossing, we can use our crumb cake and it's going to look like gold anyway. All right, so I'm just going to go just like this, and I'm just going to stamp that down in the corner. And probably another little bit just along here. And another little bit just coming in there. All right. So there we've taken a little bit of the front of the card to the insert so that it looks like it matches. You love both my cards I've made today, Elizabeth? Thank you. I've got one more to go. What time is it? 11:06. I'm sure I can fit one more card in. Do you want one more card? There we have a super gorgeous, beautiful card. What do you think? One more card? Type in the comments if you'd like to see one more card. If you want me to keep going. All right, clean that up. And I'll clean those off so I don't have a mess. Elizabeth says, definitely. All right. One more card. All right, that and that. Okay. So I thought what we could do is make a super fun bright card using the die from this bundle. So as you can see, we can get this gorgeous cutout piece that comes with it. And it's absolutely stunning. Now, my advice to you, if you're going to cut this out, I turn the die, I turn it up that way and cut it upside down. So when I've got the die, which, where did I put them? I think they're up there. When I've got the die, what I do is on my Big Shot platform, I turn my die up like that and I sit my cardstock on top and I run it through with the cutting blades facing up. Now, the reason that I do it with the cutting blades facing up is because whenever you've got a really intricate die, for some reason, it cuts better if it's facing upwards rather than down into your Big Shot platform. So that's just a hint with this. It's got so many intricate die pieces in there that you really, really need to make sure it cuts out properly. And also too, when you're cutting it up that way, when you run it through, you can see whether it's cut through. If you can see the lines where the blades have cut through, you know that you've got it cut through. Where when it's facing down like that, you may pick it up and the die may come off, and then you'll realize that you haven't cut it through properly. So anyway, I cut that one out beforehand so that we had it already done. And what I thought I might do is still do a little bit of watercoloring again. I lost my scrap piece of paper I had. There it is. No, there it is. Okay, so I thought we'd do a little bit of watercoloring again, and this is on our shimmer white cardstock again. So I thought I would do some brighter colors this time. So I've got Bermuda Bay. I've got, we might do Melon Mambo. And we might do maybe Daffodil Delight. And we might do a bit of Granny Apple Green. Okay, so Cheryl's saying that's the correct way to use the Big Shot with it facing upwards, because we've always been taught with it to face downwards. So there you go. Everyone has a different way of doing things. All right. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to color some of the flowers. So I'm going to use Daffodil Delight first. And I'll squeeze that, get some Daffodil Delight in there, grab my little water painter, pick up some of that gorgeous color, and I'm going to do this one here in Daffodil Delight. Now, you can do this beforehand and then cut it out, or you can do it like I'm doing now, because you can definitely put the watercolor where you want it to be. And it's totally okay to go over these pieces, because I'm going to cut another piece out to be able to stamp the sentiment on, and I'll show you how you can do that as well. All right, so we're just going to watercolor here like so. I want a fair bit of color just in that middle part, so I'm going to douse it with a bit of the darker in there. All right, so, and as I said, always have your chamois beside you so you can clean it out. now I'm going to go in with my Bermuda Bay. And we've got a bit of colour in there, so that's good. So I'll go in with the Bermuda Bay, and I'm going to do this flower here with my Bermuda Bay. So just going over the die cut, and you can see where the flowers are. Now I want to put a bit more darker colour in here. And a bit of darker colour on there. Okay, so you can see that that's looking pretty nice. All right. Now I want to do this one here. I want to do I want to do that one in Bermuda Bay? Yeah, I do. I want to do this one in Bermuda Bay as well. Now, the difference is if you do the watercolouring before you cut it out, you can't get a distinct, I want that flower to be this colour, you know what I mean? So this way you can actually definitely pop your watercolour where you want it to be. And it is a little bit more tedious doing it this way, but I just like the effect. So I'm just going to make that a little bit darker. Once again, I'm going to go back in and add a bit more colour to this one because I want that to still be darker in there. Okay, so clean that off, and then I'm going to go in with my Melon Mambo. So we'll squeeze that one. You could do the pattern piecing. I'm just looking, Deborah's saying that. You could do the pattern piecing, but wow, there would be lots of pieces that you would be doing in that. I can tell you it would take you a while, but yeah, if you have the patience. It would be quite okay. Sorry, my phone's ringing. It's my daughter. I just need to tell her I'm on a live. Oh. Okay, so sorry. Just messaged her and said, I'm on a live video. It's funny, you know, I do this every Saturday morning like clockwork. I come and at 10 o'clock, I do my live video, and I guarantee that someone calls me. Like it's great now that I don't use my phone for my live video anymore because it's awesome. It doesn't matter if someone rings me. But before, it used to matter a lot, and people used to ring me, and it was a bit of a worry. But yeah. Don't know what she's calling me for. I'll call her when I get off. She's probably tried to message her father and he's probably not answered the phone. Okay, so I've got beautiful colour there. And there's some cute little flowers here I'm going to do with a bit of colour there. Another cute little flower there. We'll do pink. It's a little bit tedious, but I think the effect will be worth it in the end. Cute little flower there. Another little one there. Oh, okay. You don't use the dryer sheet to save the pieces. I thought you meant like in a paper piecing type of thing, and I was going to go, you have more patience than me, because I definitely wouldn't want to do that. Okay, so I'm just going to grab those little flowers in there. And then that's all I want to do with that. And then I'm going to grab my Granny Apple Green, and I'm going to add some Granny Apple Green to the leaves and things. And I've got some Granny Apple Green in there ready to go. I wanted this to be nice and bright and cheerful. So this is the fun part, just filling in the rest with the Granny Apple Green. And I did go into the pink then, and I shouldn't have, but anyway. We'll do that in the middle, green. And I'll turn this around a bit, and we'll do that. So just be careful not to cross-contaminate your colours. I did do it with the pink just there a while ago. But just when you're coming up to your colours and they're going to combine, just try and be careful that you don't cross-contaminate like I did over there with my pink. I mean, sometimes it's a little bit hard not to be able to do it, but you're working on Father's Day cards, Beth. Okay. I don't know whether I'm going to need that coloured, but I'll do it anyway. Oh, and I just did the pink again. That poor pink rose is having a hard time. Okay, so there we have a gorgeous watercoloured piece. Can you see that? So how cute is that? I did create a new colour. Exactly, Jenny. I did. There's a couple of pieces there that need some more on it. It created a bit of a, I don't know, orangey, strange looking colour. But anyway, it's all good. After all, it's crafting. We don't have to be perfect. Okay, now I'm getting a little bit particular, aren't I? All right. All good. We have that nicely coloured, and I'm just going to colour those bits. Okay, so there we have that. So I'm going to pop that aside to let it dry. I'm going to clean my water painter. One more, please. Okay, so clean my water painter off. Pop the lid back on. All right, now I think what I want to do with this is, are you ready for it? I feel like we need a little bit of this. This is our gorgeous glimmer paper, which is absolutely stunning. You get 2 pieces in a pack. And I'm going to bring in my paper trimmer. And I think what I want to do is I want to have this sitting up on top of this gorgeous paper. So I'm going to do this at that there, like that. Now, I've got to work out what colour I want this to back onto. There or up there. Okay, so the green or the purple and the pink, or the pink and the yellow. Where would you like me to cut this layer? So top, middle, or bottom? Tell me top, middle, or bottom. Actually, probably if you say bottom, it may get held in review. Top, middle, below. Let's say below, because bottom may get held in the comments. So the top, are you ready for it? Top, the middle, or below? Purple and pink in here, middle. Purple and pink, green, top, middle, middle, middle. Okay, middle seems to be it, so middle's going to be it. Okay. So I'm going to cut it because I want some of that purpley color there to go into it that way. And I'm also going to cut it at 5 and a bit like that. Okay, like that. Look at that. How cute is that? Okay. So I'm going to take a piece of Whisper White and I'm going to grab the die that goes with this bundle, which, where did I put it? In here, I think. Nope. Okay, where did I put the die? Everybody, there it is there. Okay, so I'm going to, no, it's not there. Where did I put it? I was going to take the die and cut it out. Ah, there it is, hiding under everything towards my right. All right, so I'm going to take the die and I'm actually going to cut out just these banners. So I'll bring in the Big Shot machine and I'll now show you how I cut it this way. So I'm going to do that and I'm going to do that. And get my cutting pad. And I'm going to run that through. So this is what I was saying about having it with the cutting blades facing up. And I run it through a couple of times as well. I mean, it's okay for this because we're actually really only cutting it for the sentiment label. But then you can see that your die has cut through all that cutting blade section. So that is my suggestion as far as getting a really good cut, is to do it like that. Okay, so we're going to pop that out. And we're going to take that out of the way. And I'm going to stamp on this layer with one of these stamps. So I'm going to say, wishing you a happy birthday, because I think that that is something that I need a lot of all the time. Wishing you a happy birthday. So I'm going to do that. Now, these are designed to stamp really well on this cutout layer. So they're curved really well, ready to go. So I'm just going to bring that in and I'm going to stamp my pieces. Okay, so I'm going to stamp my sentiment on that. And I think I'm going to do it in Gorgeous Grape because it's so pretty. But where is my Gorgeous Grape? There it is. Seeing we've got the purple thing happening, we may as well have a purple sentiment. Gorgeous Grape. So, oh dear, line it up just like this in the middle. So we're going to go like that, stamp down, wishing you a happy birthday. So isn't that awesome that it actually has that shape and it stamps exactly onto those banners how we want it to be. But what I'm actually going to do is with these banners, I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to trim along the edge of this banner. So I'm going to trim it like this. And I'm going to trim it like this. And just like that. Now it's super, super easy. if you think that it's going to be hard to cut that banner out, you are wrong. It is super easy to be able to cut it out. So I'm just going to go along the bottom part now. So I'm just going to go follow that along there and around and back up to where that banner ends. So just like that. And we have a really awesome banner. So we're going to go like that. And that's going to end up going on there like that. And then this piece, we're going to do the same thing. Follow that shape around. And cut out that banner. And the bottom part. There's a few little rough bits there that we need to trim off. Like that. And there we have that piece ready to go on there. So how cute is that? Now, of course, we need to, I've got Bermuda Bay as my card base. So once again, cut at 5 3/4 inches by 8 inches. We're going to fold that in half and score it with our bone folder. Okay, so like that. I have a gorgeous grape layer that I'm going to stick my glimmer paper onto, and I'm going to use our Seal Plus again for this layer. Can you see how easy that glides on? It is gorgeous. Okay, so I'm just going to line that up on my layer like that. Now it's got a tiny, tiny 1/16 of an inch border all the way around just to bring out that purple in that layer. Okay, so these I'm actually going to pop those up on dimensionals. And they are here somewhere. We'll use mini ones because that's the only ones I can find at the moment. Okay. So pop those up, that one and that one. Oh, there. Okay, so happy birthday comes down here on here. And this one. Can go up here like that. That's looking beautiful. Look at that. How cute is that? All right. Now I feel like I want to pop that up. I feel like popping it up is going to make it look a lot better. So I'm going to use my mini dimensionals again. And this is probably going to make your brain hurt with putting these on here everywhere, but it's going to be worth it in the end. So just pick your pieces where you can hide those dimensionals in behind. I think that one will do it. I think this one will, oh, maybe not, but I'll turn it over and see what it looks like when we turn it over. like to find my bigger dimensional. Oh, there they are. Okay, so we're going to put some bigger ones on here. And I'm going to pop a little mini one in the middle of, there's another flower up there that I can pop one in. I'm going to pop one in the middle of these flowers because you'll see what I'm going to do in a minute. That one and that one. Okay. That and that. Okay, I went dimensional mad, but that's okay. Take the backings off. Hey, Rose, how you going? Thanks for joining. Okay. That one, that one. So this is just a super cute set. If you love flowers, and I mean, like, I'm a bit of a stickler for flowers. I love flowered stamps and dies. I was actually watching Emma Goddard the other day, and she was saying, you know, like, there can never be too many flower stamps and never too many flower things. And I'm like, I agree. Okay, so there's one dimensional there that is not, I'm not happy with. So I'm going to try and trim in there and see if I can get that little piece gone. Would help if my scissors would cut. There we go. It's gone. That's better. All right, so I'm just going to straddle that on there like that, which is looking super cute. All right, so I'm going to glue that onto the front of my card. It's actually, I don't know. Yeah, maybe it is a little bit heavy, but it's gorgeous. It's stunning. Honestly, it's so pretty. I want to eat it. It reminds me of beautiful candy lollies. It's just so pretty. So super pretty. All right, so we have that. Now, I've got this insert that I think I want to do. We've got some little stamps here of some little flowers. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stamp a couple of these little flowers around on the insert. And I might do that with our basic grey, because you know me, I'm not into black lined images. Okay. So I'm just going to stamp a few of these little flowers around on the insert. I need a scrap piece there. Okay. And I do feel like cheat a little bit here. It may be a disaster, and I don't really recommend this, but I'm going to add a little bit of water on them, a little bit of color. You shouldn't do this with our normal ink pads, but it's okay. Look at that. No one will ever know that we weren't supposed to do that. How cute is that? Look at that. Cute as a button. Okay. It is a great set, Shelley. I agree. It's gorgeous. What was that? Joanne Whittaker. I'm so sorry. Another bundle that you didn't think you were going to need, but now that you've seen me crafting with it, you think that you need to get it. I'm sorry. What can I say? I do my job well. Okay, so we have that for the insert, and then for the front where I did those beautiful the dimensionals, sorry, my brain was like not working then. I'm going to put some of these gorgeous gilded gems, one there, one there, and I feel like I could probably do one on there, and maybe just some little ones scattered. I feel like it needs a bit of a scattering. I love these gilded gems. Who else loves the gilded gems? Like, honestly, I think they're probably one of my favorite embellishments at the moment. Okay, so let's bring back what we did today. So just refreshing, we did this gorgeous one using our hand-drawn blooms. So stunning, a bright, playful, fun, spring, bright card. We did this gorgeous soft colored one, and we've done the beautiful insert and the cheating method of not embossing. You can use your crumb cake. And we did our gorgeous easel card using the Playful Pets bundle. So we've done some fun, and you can see there the gorgeous fold and the cute little paw prints up here. They are super, super cute. So there are our 3 cards that we did today. So thank you very much for spending a little bit of time with me crafting this morning. And I really appreciate everybody joining me and having some fun. So as I said, any of the items that I've used today in my live crafting can be purchased through my online store. You can see my host code. My host code's been up in that and my online link has been up in the top of the video the whole entire time. So if you missed that, go back and you'll see it in the top of my crafting desk. You'll see my host code. And I would really appreciate the orders because it helps me get my crafting out there. It helps me bring more of these videos to you. And also too, I have a little bit of a milestone that I'm very, very close to achieving. I'm nearly close to achieving 100,000 CSV in my career to date with Stampin' Up. I've been with Stampin' Up, haven't even been with Stampin' Up for 4 years yet. And I'm super, super excited. I'm so close. So any of your orders will attribute to me achieving that 100,000 CSV in sales in my career to date. So if you wanted to purchase anything, I would really appreciate it. That would help me get there. And as I said, if you have an order that's like $169 or more, I'm telling you, you need to join and get the discount and be a part of this super, super fun crafting community that we have. So thank you everyone for spending the morning with me. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please click that button down in that bottom right hand corner, the subscribe button, and don't forget to click that bell notification because that allows you to be notified every time I go live. I will see you back here at 10 a.m. next Saturday morning. Jenny, good luck with your operation. I hope everything goes well for you on Monday. And thank you everyone, and have a lovely weekend. And if you're watching this back later on, don't forget to share the video because that helps me get my crafting out to more people. So thank you everyone, have a great weekend, and until next time, I will catch you later. Bye for now.